Hey, it's the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, and I am with...
Conduit of Karma, Kaia McKenna.
How you been?
Pretty good. Pretty happy to be wrestling again, to be honest with you. I spent a lot of time out, so...
That is freaking awesome. I think last time we did an interview a while back, it was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yes.
We're doing the thing.
And doing my gimmick.
Your gimmick, all right.
My
well,
gimmick.
Let's see. I don't know if my magic works on this, but we're going to find out.
Okay, hope it does, maybe. I always let my guests go first.
Oh, I go first? Okay. Man, I have not played this in forever, so we're going to see.
So, welcome back. You just said this is your first match back.
Yep.
How does it feel?
Refreshing, if that's a thing, you know, because you go through the physical rehab process. You go through the mental rehab process, because when you have an injury like that, that's a huge thing to recover from too, because you're like, oh man, am I going to get hurt again? Am I fully recovered? Am I ready? Did I forget how to wrestle? Like, you always have all these what ifs that are going on in your head.
Don't ever put that in your head.
But like when you have that injury, it just kind of, it comes along with the rehabilitation process.
Yes.
You have to make peace with that. And to be here tonight and to have that match that I had, Paris cheated, to have that match that I had, it's very reassuring. It felt like, I hate to say I finished the story, but I finished my comeback story, right? Like, that's a word we're saying a lot. Yeah.
I'm happy you're back. I was amazed seeing you on the card. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be great.
Of course.
I can't wait to say hello.
Well, and now we're playing Connect 4.
Playing Connect 4, yes. So, how long were you out for?
I was out for December of 2021. I was going to come back in October of 2022, and then I had a re-injury. So I was out another 5 months until today. Yeah, that's almost a year and a half.
Oh my gosh.
It's a very long time to not be doing wrestling.
What were you doing besides that?
Honestly, just trying to like mentally rehab myself, if that makes sense. I felt like one of the things I neglected in my initial rehab process was not taking care of that mental side.
Yeah.
It was more focusing on physical, right? Physical therapy, getting back in the gym, getting back in the ring, like doing all of that.
Yeah.
But I didn't attack that mental side. And because I didn't do that when I was re-injured, it really was very difficult for me.
I got you, yeah.
So that's why I spent a lot of time on the past couple of months, is just getting in the right state of mind to come back and be really dominant in the world of professional wrestling.
I seen you on Twitter talking on the chat rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say, can you tell everybody your social media? I just beat you.
You sure did, didn't you? My handles are Kaia MCK on all the platforms. Kaia MCK. So that's going to be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. I have no other profiles. Please come follow me there, because there are many more stops on the comeback tour coming up. I'll be heading to the Midwest next week. I'll be wrestling for SCW Pro on the 27th. I'll be wrestling in Cincinnati on June 3rd. I'll be hopefully back up at Beyond in June. I'm going to Action in Atlanta, and then Dreamwave in the Chicago area. So I got a pretty busy schedule coming up. Taking over the world.
This is freaking awesome. I was going to ask you where we're going to see you next, and you just said it already.
I'll be back here. You can always see me here at CCW.
Ain't that amazing? So we'll see you in the ring.